Hello and welcome to StarMade Constructions. This is the Illistro. Yes, it looks a bit different than it did last time. The turret is back. In the last video, this turret was added, but actually this is a new copy of said turret because the other turret was actually blown up in a confrontation. As you might notice, there's some new damage here, or maybe that was there when I made the other video. I'm not actually 100% certain. But anyhow, some things have changed. We've added a phaser array. This is beam lasers set up for continuous fire, if I remember correctly. We have this great big armor plate, which is supposed to be like a piece of armor plating that was damaged and ripped off and attached to this. And that's what that's supposed to be. There's this nacelle here, which is filled with jump drive stuff because we actually really need more jump drive capability. There's also this, which is a work in progress. This is supposed to be the front end of a luxury cruise ship kind of thing, or maybe not. That's what it was initially supposed to be, but I think I'm actually going to end up making it something else because after I built the outer shell of it, I realized that my original idea wouldn't really fit inside of it. Like, because my original idea was to have a corridor down the middle and rooms on each side, but I realized this is a little too small for that, for a luxury ship, because there's not really enough space on either side for it to be a luxury ship. It needs to be a bit bigger. And so this one I'm thinking is going to turn into some sort of industrial something or other. I don't know what, but it's going to be useful in some manner. There's also a giant-ass engine on the back here, which is also work in progress in that it's just attached by some power reactor modules, and I'm going to add a little like catwalk section in here. There's also this, which I've changed the design a little bit of. Not that much, but I've changed the design, and I've started incorporating other things as the wall, such as, you know, this piece. There's also this small thruster pod I put on top of the docking bay. The docking bay is actually entirely new. We have a full docking bay here, complete with door, and that is holding the shuttle that we had in here before, which has now been modified into a totally new type of shuttle. I made another video on that. There's also this little tiny turret on it, but that's not really relevant. I've also changed this in that I made it so now you're supposed to walk on it upside down, so like that's the floor above you, and you walk through, and this is what allows you to get into this section over here. Once I eventually add that, you can see that little corridor just connects those. Very nice. And yeah, I think that's about it for today. This construction project has probably gone a little slower than I would have liked, especially now that I'm kind of like, I'm not quite sure exactly how I'm going to fill out the rest of this section, and I also know I want to connect it somehow through like a little corridor or something. I'm not sure how though, and I know I need to do something with that, and again, not sure what. And also, I've kind of stopped working on it for the time being because I've been working on other things, such as the, what's it called? The nacelle, which is a little ship that is designed for battling pirates. And it's been, well, if you look at it right now, I think it's pretty obvious that it's been through its fair share of scrapes with pirates. We've been attacking a pirate station. We finally succeeded, but it took quite a lot, including several times where I had to retreat and make hasty repairs. In fact, this part back here isn't even, I can't show it to you properly, but there's a whole empty section here where there previously was things, there's supposed to be things, and there are not things. Anyhow, thanks for watching. As always, see you in space.